You're listening to the Dude What podcast, where we review bad media and have a laugh while enjoying beer with your host, Harry and Tomo. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dude What podcast. I'm your host, Tomo, and as always, I'm joined by my best friend and co-host, Harry. How you doing, man?
Hey, not too bad, thanks, man. It's nice to be doing another episode, dude.
Yeah, man. Speaking of that, if anyone wants to check us out, you can check us out on Instagram at Dude What Podcast, or you can check us out on YouTube or Spotify. We are part of multiple different social media platforms, but we obviously need to start up more.
Yeah, like we said on the other episode, we're not on Facebook yet.
Or Twitter or anything.
Yeah, to be fair, we still haven't done that much.
We still need to do that.
But like, yeah, we're on like all the different streaming places. Speakpipe.com /Dude What Podcast. Send us a voice message. You know, that'd be cool. Yeah, recommend anything, any films for us. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anything would be good.
Yeah. So
any interaction.
I think that's basically where we are everywhere.
Yeah. We've said where we are.
Yeah.
Hopefully people could check us out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be good.
So, mate, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, it's been a interesting one for me.
Yeah. I
had a lot of drinks the other night.
Yeah, man. So I got a text off you the other day, and it was just like completely random, and you know, you ended up saying that you were like hungover.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, what? Like, because you drink, but you've got it to the point where you basically just drink when we do this now.
Yeah.
So you don't really drink that much.
No.
Which is the same as me, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, what happened, man?
It was just a bad concoction of me and Smirnoff vodka.
Ooh.
Smirnoff vodka. Yeah, Smirnoff vodka with lemonade.
You do like Smirnoff, don't you?
It's weird. Anytime I think of vodka, it makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
But when I mixed it with lemonade, even though I was doing half and half, I was just going for it because I was like, I don't tend to drink too much that often, so I was like, I'll just go for it.
So did you get like past the point where you sort of care, and then, you know, because
when you start drinking, you can just keep drinking.
Yeah, I find
it just doesn't bother you.
There's definitely that point, especially with like spirits, and I'm a total rookie for saying it because like I really don't drink spirits, you know, but like I find that once you've had a few, you know, you like sort of get past that point, and then you can just keep knocking them back.
Yeah.
And then it obviously ends bad, you know, because you just drink loads.
Yeah. Because it was like my mom and her brother, because they're twins. It was it was like a 60th surprise party.
Oh yeah.
Where we just like got them to blindfolds we were on this like land where we had like loads of tents set up and marquee, loads of different stuff going on. And then they brought them around, and then we surprised them. It was pretty cool. Load of family members.
Nice. Sounds like a really nice sort of family do, and then you end up getting absolutely smashed.
Yeah, I got smashed. Went to bed by like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Woke up the next day. I was stood outside my tent about 5 o'clock in the morning, just waiting for people to wake up, and I waited until about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Stood outside what?
My tent.
A tent?
Yeah. Slept in a tent where I had like bad neck pain, so I couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh, no way.
So I was like, nah. And I was distant from the house, so I was like, I can't walk home. Everyone's been drinking. Most people have been drinking.
Oh, mate.
So I was like, great. So I had to wait for people to wake up, and then I didn't leave until about 11:30.
Oh.
And I was just like, the whole time I was miserable, so I just want to go home. I was like, I feel like crap.
Mate, well.
And then I had to like call 2 days off work because I was like, I felt like crap.
Oh, dude. That sounds like, that story went from being really great to being like really shit.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I felt absolute shit.
Oh, mate. Well, you know, that's what you get.
Yeah. That's what you get when you drink vodka.
Yeah.
It was my own fault.
That should be an advert right there.
I know, yeah.
Slap the Smirnoff logo on that. Well, mate, while you've been having like sort of a great / shit time.
Yeah, I was going to say, what have you been up to?
I've just been sort of enjoying the house. I know I keep talking about it on this, but like, you know, I mean, it's far from being like where we want it still. But, you know, like, it's nice.
It's fresh.
Yeah,
it's new.
It's nice. We are just, you know, like I keep saying, we're like walking the dog, new places, and it's great. Like the dog's got a new dog walker like person which he loves, gets on with. Like, it's really good. It's really good. I also met up with my dad today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like he came by with my sort of uncle. He's like one of those uncles who isn't your uncle.
But you call him your uncle.
Yeah, he's like,
he's family.
Yeah, like basically.
He's family.
And he actually is my godfather, but like, I just call him Uncle Gareth. So my dad and Uncle Gareth turned up, both on their brand new BMW R9T or RT9 motorbikes, which are really nice, like sort of...
Are they super bike or
no,
are they just like touring bikes?
No, so they're sort of like scrambler style, but like old-fashioned style scrambler, but then like modern. So they're big. They're still like big, chunky, like BMW powerful bikes, but they're like quite short. But they're not, you're not like tucked down like a super bike or anything. Yeah. I'll have to show you a picture of it, man.
Yeah, man.
But so my dad's got this like brushed, almost like gunmetal steel with like a tan seat, looks great. My uncle's got this, his is like black with like gold stripes and stuff, like looks really cool.
Yeah.
Both bikes just look badass. And there's mine, my little Suzuki van, parked next to him. And like, I like the van. You see my bike. It's kind of, it's like you love it or you hate it kind of thing. Yeah. Most people tend to love it. It's a cool little bike. But yeah, it was dominated by those two big bikes.
I bet.
Yeah. But other than that, man, yeah, like I said, just been going for walks and stuff and not really doing a whole lot of anything.
Nice.
Other than working, obviously. I'm back at work. I had quite a lot of time off a while back. But I'm back at work, so yeah.
Nice.
I think it's time for everyone's favourite segment, and my favourite segment. I say that every time, but it's true.
Yeah.
I hope. I think it's everyone's favourite segment.
I should hope it is.
Dunno.
It's a good segment.
Tomo's Impossible Questions is pretty good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah. I mean, that's, yeah.
But that's a newer...
Yeah.
This is a classic.
But, yeah, I think it's time for... What are we drinking? This week, I went for a total random one. I still have big plans, like I keep saying last week and the week before.
Yeah.
I got big plans, which actually, I'm bigging it up too much now. It's not going to be that big. But I couldn't get it because I was riding back, like I was riding here and it was late and I stopped in somewhere. And I got a drink. So this one is, I'll just whip it out. It's the Brewdog Lost Lager. Lost Planet First Lager.
Nice. Doesn't Brewdog do those small cans that have like the solid plastic, like instead of using like normal plastic like Carlin and stuff used around the top of
they
the
have
cans
like the card
together.
They have the little card boxes in there.
Oh, is it the card ones? Yeah.
So yeah, like I mean, it's pretty much impossible to not have heard of Brewdog before at this point.
I mean, I used to work in a supermarket. Yeah, I've heard of Brewdog.
Yeah, they're absolutely massive. And like I said, this is a lager, Planet First Lager. It caught my eye as I was in a petrol station on the way here.
Yeah, I can see why. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool like simple.
Yeah, I must say simple.
Simple design, black and white and gold. Right, well, I think let's crack this thing and try it.
Yeah.
What do you reckon then, T?
Yeah, it's quite nice to be fair.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's quite smooth.
It is, but it's
like smooth, but it's also got that just standard lager taste.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm a little let down by that.
Really?
Yeah, like it's I don't know. I've tried the, I don't know if I've said like I tried the grapefruit one. I've tried a few of the other ones, and they're the ones that have like a bit more flavour, not necessarily like fruity, but like a bit more flavour to them. And I know this is a lager, but it's just little lackluster, I think, for me. I mean, I like how it's a 4.5. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For me, anyway, that's like around there for like, and this is a big 660ml bottle. It's a chuggable. You can chug this.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so what you're saying? Would you buy it?
No.
No, I mean...
But I don't tend to go out and buy alcohol anyway.
Well, this thing was fairly expensive.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, I paid like garage prices for this. This thing was like just under £3, which for me is... That's a lot. You're paying for the brand a lot.
Yeah.
Brewdog, they charge more, like they're sort of...
Yeah, and you're paying your garage prices
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. They're like... Brewdog are like, fancy... fancy beers kind of thing, but I think that's a bit too much. So
yeah,
I probably wouldn't buy it again.
Okay.
Personally.
So what would you rate it then?
I think probably a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
4
fair.
because it's a lager which is good, but then it's like I said, lackluster. Which is bad. So, and I wouldn't buy it again. So it's below average. I'd give it a 4.
Yeah. To be honest, I'll give it the same.
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the fact that we don't really have that much to say about this one pretty much says a lot about it.
Yeah.
And
like how he was saying about the other stuff that Brewdog does, they do stuff like that grapefruit you mentioned.
Yeah, the grapefruit IPA. Like, I mean, highly doubtful, but if anyone from Brewdog is listening and wants to change our minds and, send us some
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything,
Send us a tasty beverage and, we might say it's great if it's great.
Yeah.
I'm totally joking.
We'll be honest.
Like hell is that going to happen, man?
Yeah, but if anything does happen like that, we'll be brutally honest with everything.
Man. It's not going to happen, though, dude.
No. Wishful thinking.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that was this week's What Are We Drinking? What are we drinking? I like that one, man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Excuse me while I'm still chugging this. To be fair, you haven't touched it since.
No.
I'm chugging it. Well, I mean, we've sort of got into a bit of a rhythm now with this podcast where we've got the What Are We Drinking segment.
Yeah, we've got a good structure.
We have, and that this segment rolls nicely into the Big Bad Tea Lads one and only. What's going on, man?
Tomo's Impossible Questions.
Tomo's Impossible Questions.
So this week, with this segment, like I did last week, basically, I just ask a simple question. Well, I say a simple question. It's more.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not a simple question, man.
Yeah.
Impossible questions.
Hence the title. But yeah, I was just ask a question that gets you thinking.
Yeah.
Gets you being like, whether you know the answer to it.
Yeah, we should say I don't know the answers to these. This is Tomo's asking us, as in me and you, the listener. So we together will try and solve these impossible questions.
Yeah, and obviously, if you know the answer to it, you can just let us know on our YouTube channel. Let us know on our videos in the comments.
Yeah, or check us out at dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com. Send us an email there. Also on Instagram. Let us know if you think it's cool, but I've been basically putting up like a blackboard image with the Tomo's Impossible Questions on the top, putting basically maybe my favourite of the questions of the week, because sometimes you do one question, sometimes you do a couple, so I've just put one on there, and people are chatting in the comments. It's great.
Yeah.
So.
But also, if you do know the answer to it, you can also let us know on SpeakPipe, which is www.speakpipe.com/dudewhatpodcast. It's just simple. You could literally just, if you wanted to, in the voice message, you could just say the question, which question it is, because we have a few different ones.
What would be cooler is say a question.
Or give us a question.
Then we can play that question.
Yeah, and then we can be like,
That's really cool.
We can include it in the segment.
Yeah. What have you got for us this week then, mate?
If a word is misspelled in a dictionary, will we even know about it?
Wait, what?
If a word is misspelled in a dictionary, would we even know about it? Because obviously the dictionary is the book of all, I would say book of all. It's like the book of every word that's in
spellings.
Yeah.
I get that, but surely if you came across a word that was obviously misspelt, you could just check it with a different dictionary or check it online or something. See how it's spelt, and then if it's spelt incorrectly, then it's spelt incorrectly, and you would know.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, but the dictionary's usually the go-to, isn't it?
Yeah, I get it if it was like, say you lived in like a society or something where there was just one dictionary book or like one series of the same book, and it was all you had, and it was misspelt in every single one of them, you know.
Yeah.
And it's different, spelt in there different from how you thought it was spelt, then yeah, that's right. But, nah.
Okay.
No, that was a good question though.
Yeah, that was.
I like that.
Yeah, I got another one for you.
Okay,
then.
nice.
Hit you with another one.
Go for it.
If you drop soap on the floor, does the floor become clean or does the soap become dirty?
Ooh. Well, I guess that's sort of the same as a soap on anything, really, isn't it? You know, you rub soap on something that's like dirty to, you know, clean it like yourself. You know, when you're in the shower, like.
But you're dropping it on the floor.
I think that.
Well, you can have like a lot of grime build up and.
I think that it's both. Yeah, because you would, if say for example, if you dropped it on the floor, it would clean the floor because it's
on the floor.
Soap, but it would clean it up. But then
you're not like scrubbing it into the floor, so you're not like deep clean, like sort of like properly cleaning.
Yeah, then
it's just floating.
But you would then have to. You wouldn't want to get that soap covered in like all sorts of gunk and then just immediately use it. You would want to clean the soap, so the soap does get dirty. So I would say, wait, what was it? The floor gets clean. Yeah, the floor gets cleaner. The soap gets dirtier.
So what you're saying? It's both.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's both.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone let us know what you think.
Yeah, definitely do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. But anyway, this has been
Tomo's Impossible Questions. Those were good, man.
Yeah, man.
I like them. Well, this week, mate, what? You tell everyone what we did, dude. Because we brought back basically like a favourite of ours that we actually haven't done in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, the YouTube short films.
Yeah, so, I mean, what did we do? Explain to us what we did, man.
Basically, we just go on YouTube, look for short films, preferably not too long, so that it's like you can take in more because when it's a shorter one because you're not like you're not overthinking things and that, like so you have so many different like chances in a short film to react to everything that's
I mean we watch like
so it takes even longer.
We watch multiple films as well, and it's hard to remember everything from all of like 4 different films.
Especially if one is really long, so watching 4 long ones is not.
Yeah, shorter ones are good.
Yeah.
So we watched 4 films. We watched 4 films again this week. Well, not again this week, but like, you know, in the YouTube thing, we watched 4 films as usual. We tried to give it a mix, but we also tried to stick to the same sort of like formula we've been doing, which is, you know, maybe one horror, one, you know, animated or something. Yeah, a Western, which we'll get to, man. Like, and maybe like a weird one or an action film or something. So the first one we watched was a horror film.
Yeah.
It came out in 2018.
Oh, so this was chosen by me?
Yeah, this one was chosen by you. It was The Smiling Man by Aj Briones. Briones?
Briones?
We butcher people's names every time we do this.
We do
We're
apologize.
so bad, yeah. But yeah, Aj Briones. And I mean, the thumbnail looked really creepy. Yeah. So that's what
drew our attention.
Basically, yeah. The film basically opens with like a little girl. She's watching TV, I think.
I think so, yeah.
In her bedroom, and it's sort of creepy to start with anyway.
Like, she just looks creepy in the beginning. Yeah.
There's some, like, you know, it's sort of weird music. She's on her own. It's like a big house, you know, it's shot weird.
Yeah.
She gets up, she walks out of the room, and she sees a red balloon. And we're straight away like, isn't it?
It's it. Yeah. Immediately, that's what came to mind.
That's a trademark of it. Anyway, this kid walks up to the balloon, picks it up, and at the bottom of it's like a bag of doll body parts.
Yeah, it's like it looks like, to me there's like doll arms.
Yeah, which is
in bags. It was really strange.
Which is definitely strange. But she looks at them as if like,
it's normal.
Oh, yeah, this is cool. Turns around and there's a blue balloon.
At the bottom of the steps.
Yeah, so she follows it. She basically ends up following this trail of balloons, different coloured, with bags of these doll body parts.
Yeah,
on
it was
them.
that. It was the red. She hit the red one, and then she went down the steps to the blue one because. Yeah, when she went down.
You said that a kid. A kid.
Yeah, a kid would just bolt.
You think?
If I was me and I was younger, I mean, any kid would just be like, that just came out of nowhere. Why is there a red balloon in the middle of?
Yeah, especially if you were home alone, which is like what we thought that.
Which is confusing because of her age.
We
don't know her age, but she just seems too young to be on her own.
Yeah, we think this kid's like on her own, but she starts sort of moving around the house, and I was saying about the. Sorry, man, what were you saying?
I was just saying as she was going down the stairs, it was like when she picked up that blue balloon.
Yeah.
Like as she turned like to look up the stairs, because the door like creaked.
Oh, okay.
Like a hand came behind her, that creepy hand.
Yeah.
And then she quickly turned around and there was like nothing there.
I remember. Yeah, I remember the.
That was creepy.
Sort of CG hand, which definitely a little bit jank, but it was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was saying that the kids like moving around the house, and the annoying problem I had with it was that it almost was like the Foley or the audio done on the kids' clothes and things was distractingly loud.
Yeah.
The scene was really quiet, and it was just like a rustling of clothes and footsteps. It was way too loud. It's just annoying. And then, like what we said a minute ago, we were thinking, where's these kids' parents?
Yeah. This kid's parents.
You're like, what's going on? So this kid's walking down, still following this trail of balloons, and she goes into the kitchen, and basically...
creepy ass creatures, like a hand comes out from the side of the
like a hand sort of invites her like round the corner in the kitchen, and in front of her is standing this like weird
talcum powder creature.
Yeah, he's sort of splashed white in parts, and he's covered in like talcum powder. Yeah, and he's sort of making weird noises, and he's trying to befriend this little girl.
Yeah,
and straight away we're saying, what the. That little kid.
It's brave as shit, because as soon as she's walking towards the kitchen, just before she sees the guy, or whatever it is, she sees the hand come round for the side of the wood area,
and she still follows
the kitchen area, and she still walks forward. Yeah. It's like, what?
No way.
Why would you keep walking
that
forward?
Little kid
turn around and run.
And instead, this little girl starts basically being almost like being friends with this thing.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And this thing ends up sort of trying to make her laugh almost, and it starts smearing blood on its face in the sort of typical clown face.
Yeah, because it was just before you called it, I was literally as she was going around to the kitchen, I was saying this gonna be jump out at her or something. Yeah. And then you were like, what was it you said?
Oh, I said I saw a shopping bag on the floor spill, and I was like, the parents are dead. Walked in,
but you weren't being genuine, were you? Really?
I mean, I thought
you was expecting it a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
I wasn't really expecting it. I was just expecting that creature to be down there, parents be in bed upstairs, some shit.
Well, I thought no parents
gets killed or something.
Bag on the floor, spilt shopping. That's a typical.
I just thought that was just left shopping on the side.
But yeah, so he's dipping. You find out he's dipping his hands in painting his face with the kid's blood, parents' blood, and then. The guy does a scream at the camera. The kid squeals, and doesn't it then just end right there?
Yeah.
And I immediately was thinking weird, way more weird than creepy with that guy at the end of it. You know what I mean? I think that he sort of ruined it.
Yeah, because it wasn't. It wasn't scary, it was just creepy.
Yeah, I think it was building up to something real scary with the hands and stuff. But
yeah, because it was also the build up of the blood, and then he leans forward, and then you see leans back, and you see the body of his mom staring at her, and she's like, "Oh, what the hell?"
I think I think he tried his best, the guy who is playing this sort of demon character or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because there's not really much you can go off with that.
I think
he's have to be crazy.
I think he's trying his best, and I think he's doing a good job. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's good. I said 2018. It's only about 6.5 minutes long or something. 6 minutes 21. 6 minutes 20. Yeah, like I mean, that's basically it. It's sort of a classic YouTube horror short.
Yeah.
Well done, well lit. Some really good shots. For us, probably just I don't know. I speak for myself. For me, probably just the creepy guy, and maybe the kid's performance. I don't want to sound like harsh, but maybe the little girl's performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Well, yeah, hers was.
Yeah,
but she's a kid,
so
it's hard to rate that.
Ratings on The Smiling Man, dude. What are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Because it's like in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like I like the concept. I like the idea. It's just weirdly executed. It was just how they did it. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like sort of bad acting mixed with that guy that was just covered in talcum powder. It just,
yeah. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think good effort. I just personally don't like it. I can see why someone would like it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that was The Smiling Man, Aj Briones. Sorry.
Yep. Whatever his name is. I have no idea how to say it. I'm not going to butcher it anymore.
Yeah, we should probably leave it alone. The next film we watched was a short film. It was about, it was like 7 minutes by Illogic or Illogic. We think that's like a studio.
Yeah,
like a small studio or something.
Company. Yeah.
This film's called Garden Party. Garden Party. Garden Party.
Garden Party.
It's a CG film, basically all about sort of frogs.
Yeah.
The film is, I don't know. It's basically just playing some sort of happy music.
Yeah,
and you're just watching as frogs are like really well done CG frogs.
Yeah, because I feel like it's like at first it seems like it's just like a normal frog journey.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I say the frogs are really most of the time really well done CG. Some of the environments are CG, and they look really good. You're just following frogs, and then as you're sort of moving through what looks to be a house, like at the beginning, it looks to be like a normal house. You sort of, as you go through it, you see things.
Big house.
You see things are sort of off, but the whole way through, you're listening to this happy music while these frogs are jumping around. You're introduced to new frogs, and it seems that the frogs are all sort of accidentally building towards something,
Yeah.
Which is like obviously, the garden party, which is what they're going to be building towards.
Yeah. It's like some suspense.
I was saying that the some of the CG was great. Some of it was a little bit janky, and I just wanted to basically say on that part, like that I've been watching a load of this channel called Corridor Crew on YouTube.
I've watched some of their videos.
Yeah, it's basically just this group of
special
like CG effects artists, and they do all sorts of stuff. But as you watch more of it, you sort of learn more about it. It's quite educational.
Yeah.
And I noticed that some of like the black levels, in the shadows, were off in some of the scenes. So that's what you have to watch this sort of thing to get it. But like, that's what is making a lot of the CG look quite bad.
Yeah.
But there's way more great CG in this than there is bad. Like it really is. It's great to look at, especially if you're watching it on like a decent quality screen.
Yeah.
As all the frogs are moving through this house, you slowly start to learn that there is like a story going on with this actually, and things are basically not all right. That this house is basically like, it looks like it's some sort of fancy like
cartel mansion.
Yeah, like a mansion. Like, what is it? At one point, that one of the frogs.
As he was jumping by, you could see the lion statue.
Yeah.
and it had like and its mouth was open slightly on the statue, and it was like had like a pipe coming out, which I originally thought was a gun.
Yeah. Tomo was like, "Oh, what, you got a gun lion statue?"
Because I thought it was like one of those hidden guns, where it's like just going to shoot you out of nowhere.
What?
And then water started dripping out, and I was like, "Oh,
How would that shoot? Like, I mean, how would you aim with that?
I mean, you could just be like, can you stand like perfectly, like right there,
Yeah.
just right there,
Yeah, man.
right on the
I
X.
guess. Yeah. Nah, man. It was a water fountain.
Yeah.
But
Blew my mind.
That was funny. That really was funny. That we were cracking up at that.
I never would have funked it.
Yeah, man. This house is definitely something's wrong. There's like bullet holes everywhere. Things are smashed. Meanwhile, the frogs basically gather for this garden party. One of the frogs manages to switch on lights and stuff, and there's
frogs coming out of like bowls of
everywhere
fruit or whatever it was.
There's water fountains going off, and
sprinklers.
They all then like one of them turns a light on in the pool, lights all the pool up,
yeah,
and the pool is like this disgusting green color. But you're thinking, hey, like the frogs are gonna love that, they're gonna be jumping in.
All the water fountain and like extraction filters and stuff that are going on inside of the pool.
All the frogs line up at like the edge of the pool, and like there's this like massive like proper toad as well, isn't there? Like,
like giant one that got stuck in a jar previously.
Yeah, he like pushes his way to the front, and the camera then sort of goes down underneath the pool, and it's like you're looking up. Well, you think that you're looking up at the top of the water, with all the frogs are looking down. That's what I thought anyway.
Yeah.
So you're looking up at that, and then all of a sudden, like this disgusting, like dead guy face floats up right in front of your face, and
the frogs start jumping over him.
Yeah, like he's floating on the surface, and the frogs are jumping on him, having a great time, and this like really great like happy score is playing, and then it just ends, and you're sort of like, whoa, that was well, I thought anyway that was cool, because it was like two stories at once. You've got the happy story of the frog is having a great time, but then you've got the sad story of realizing that like
it was actually like a shootout,
or
a murder or whatever. I think it was like a murder, because that guy was like hit. I don't know. There's bullet holes in the front of the house, and then he ended up in the pool with that bullet wound to the forehead. Yeah. So I think he probably got killed.
He's definitely a mob boss, like we were saying.
Yeah.
Or like a drug lord or something. But this film, I should say, like it says in the title, we will put the links to these in the description as always, so you can check them all out for yourselves, of course. But this film won awards, apparently. Now we looked them up, and I don't know, I hadn't heard of them, which doesn't make it bad.
No.
It's still great. It's like smaller awards. Obviously, this is a short film. So yeah, you should definitely check that one out. What would you give it, man? We've basically gone through it. What would you give it?
I'll give it a solid 7, just because I really like the CG. It was a good idea, because it had like a weird twist at the end, where it's like you weren't really expecting it, but it was like subtle hints. But at the same time, it's like you weren't expecting a body to come out of the water. You expect them to just have fun, like on the water.
Yeah.
But like you had that sort of feeling in the back of your mind as well, because of all the bullet holes, that you were like, something bad's going on.
That's good, man. Yeah, like I think I agree with you. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 7 also.
Yeah. Nice.
Basically everything you just said.
Yeah.
The CG was great. The sort of the world it was in was great. I'd love to see like a sequel to that.
Yeah, I'd love to see like a full film like that. Of that like thing, as in like not like, well, yeah, it's actually Let's say just a full film would be good. I think that'd be quite interesting. Not like of the same exact concept of frogs.
I was gonna say I don't know if I could
work on something different, but that would be great as a film. Like you're having that type of quality.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't know if I could stand a whole film of frogs jumping around.
No, that's what I mean. Like different concept, but
yeah,
the same animation style.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That was Garden Party.
Yeah.
2019. We both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Best one so far, then, isn't it? Really. I mean, I didn't like Smiling Man, so
No, it was
garden
a bit.
party. Well, the next one was the wild card. I mean, I don't know if that's actually the right expression, but the next one
That's a good one for that though.
was the Western. We had to put a Western on the list, didn't we?
Yeah, we have to.
We've been typically disappointed by all the Westerns we've watched so far. They've just been pretty crap.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's why, to be in complete honesty, when we chose this, we were like, I wasn't expecting this to be any good.
Yeah.
I was expecting another stinker like the last two.
Well, we'll get to it, man. So this one's called The Gunfighter. It's 2016. It's 8 minutes, 49 seconds long. It's by Eric Kissack. It's award-winning. It's won the LA Film Festival Short Film Award along with...
Best comedy.
Yeah, and a load of other awards. So it starts off, and it's like typical Western. Saloon, guy kicks open the saloon door, strolls
Walks in very slowly.
Yeah, strolling in. Everyone's getting a good look at him. You know, walks up to the bar, and as he's getting to the bar, a narrator starts, and I say, "Oh, that's Nick Offerman."
Yeah.
I think he was in Parks and Recreation.
But I don't know.
I don't know really either because I've never seen it, but I know him obviously, but
you sort of know of him.
I haven't really watched many of those like American shows like that. I know they're supposed to be great, but you know. So I say, "Oh, that's Nick Offerman." He's narrating it, and as he's narrating, he's like, the gunfighter is walking up to the bar, and he starts to order himself a whiskey, and
you immediately start seeing all the actors just being like, "What?"
Yeah, like they all
Who's
start
saying
looking
that?
up, and they start acknowledging the narrator. They're like, "What's going on?" Like, you know.
Where's that voice?
Yeah, and that then becomes basically the guy's like basically just trying to order a drink, but the narrator starts talking, and the narrator starts like involving everyone else in this big conversation, and like sort of tying everyone up in.
It's like he's basically just saying everything bad that all them people have done to each other. It's like, say, like if they slept with someone else's partner and stuff like that, just to turn them against each other.
Like revealing all of their
dirty secrets.
Yeah, dirty secrets and stuff, which is like just weird, but like
it's just funny as hell.
Hilarious.
It's just so funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, hilarious all the way through. There's one bit where the voice is basically revealing that one of the characters is gay, and then it reveals that the main character like has like gay thoughts or something, or is thinking about kissing one of the other guys.
One of the
there.
younger Henderson boys.
Yeah,
I think.
the Henderson boys. Stop calling me the Henderson boys.
Stop calling me the youngest Henderson boy.
Said the youngest Henderson boy. Yeah. So the voice starts basically revealing that the main character is gay, and he's like, you know, no, I'm not. And he's, but you're thinking about him right now. You're thinking about kissing him, and you're thinking about how the second kiss will be better than the first. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then the voice just keeps going, but he was. Yeah, over and over. And
it's just like, but he was. He's like, no, I'm not. But he was. No, I'm not. He's like, but he was. And then he goes over to the bar and he's like, grabs his drink and he's about to sip it, and then he's just like, but he was.
God damn it!
Damn it!
Yeah, it was good. It was really funny. We didn't get much to write on it because we were so
just creasing.
Yeah,
we were laughing so much.
We really were. The characters. Yeah, you said the narrators basically say what they're gonna do. So like, at one point, one of them's like, the narrator's like, "Oh, he drew his gun," and the guy's like, "Whoa, I'm not gonna do that," you know. And then, but everything the narrator says seems to happen.
Yeah. Because he sort of gets everyone involved by saying like, "Oh, that guy raised a gun," and he's like, because that guy slept with his wife.
Yeah. The characters can hear the music as well, can't they?
Yeah. The what is it? The one he calls is it the whore?
Yeah, the itchy whore.
Itchy whore, yeah. And she's just like, "What's that ominous music?" She's like,
yeah.
"Does anyone hear that ominous music?"
And they're all sort of like, yeah, you know, and you can hear it. This sort of, and she's like, "Sounds like the sort of music you'd hear before a gunfight."
Before an unnecessary gunfight.
And they all end up drawing guns on each other, all aiming at each other, and they're all, you know, our main gunfighter man's like trying to defuse the whole thing, and I think the voice basically reveals again that he slept, or no, that he killed someone's son.
Yeah, that guy's son, like McCollin, I think.
Something like that.
Macaulay.
He whips out his pistol, shoots the man, and that just stops everyone shooting, and everyone dies.
Apart from Itchy Haw.
Apart from the Itchy Haw.
The one that got like some like.
What was it? Apart from the Itchy Haw, who would be mauled by a wolf the next day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, the reason why she's called Itchy Haw was because one of the guys in the bar had apparently been sleeping with one of the other guys in the bar's favourite sheep.
His favourite sheep, yeah.
So that's why she's itchy.
Yeah.
So that's quite a gross twist in there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the gunman, the main gunfighter guy is just like, we can all resolve this. Any problems we have in the past, well, is there anything that we're ashamed of, we can get comfortable with it, and we can be open with it. And then they all die.
They all die. And it's a proper Mexican standoff. It's almost like a Tarantino thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The way they all draw on each other and they all like blast.
They all kill each other apart from the Itchy Haw, who's just still alive.
Yeah. It was a great short film. I thoroughly recommend you all check this one out.
Yeah, this one was so funny.
It was so good, and it fully broke the curse of bad westerns for us. I would love for this to either have a sequel or a full film. Yeah, I mean, maybe it does. I wonder.
Yeah, we haven't checked into it.
There must be something about it. We'll look into it.
But this this style of comedy is funny.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
It was hilarious. It was so good.
It was so unexpected.
What are you giving it, T-Lad?
I'm gonna give it a solid 9.
Yeah,
like I'd say it's a 9. It's not perfect, but it's up there. It's really good.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, because I just love that style of comedy.
Yeah,
it was just so unexpected. It caught me off guard when it's just he walked in and then the narrator started speaking and he was acknowledging.
I could tell it caught you off guard.
Yeah.
That's a really good score, man.
Yeah.
That's an insanely impressive score. That's a tell your friends about it, watch it again sort of score.
I'd happily recommend this to people. That's so funny.
Yeah. I bet you're going to watch it again, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Probably, yeah. What about you?
To be fair, once we had finished all of these, we did then go back and watch a little clip of it again.
Yeah,
because we were still laughing about it.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's really good. Really good. I can't say anything else better about it. Just check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let us know what you think. You know where to send it. The last film we watched was one that neither of us really know much about. At this point, we were just scrolling through pages and we were thinking, what sort of like genre do we go for next to sort of finish it out?
Yeah.
We've had the horror. We've had the the animation. We've had the western now. And Tomo was like, let's go for an action.
Yeah.
So we searched in short action film, and one of the ones we stumbled across was a film called Portal, No Escape by Dan Trechtenberg.
I think so, yeah.
Trechtenberg.
2011.
It's 6 minutes, 58 seconds. So we're just like, yeah, let's go for it. Put it on. Immediately, it's fairly obvious that it is Portal. Game. Yeah, it's based on Portal the game. It's obviously a fan-made film.
It's not its own thing.
No, it's like a fan-made film of Portal. You basically are introduced to this woman who is locked in a cell. I mean, it's tricky for us because we've never played. Well, we've played a little bit of the games, haven't we?
Yeah, I just know that. I just remember waking up in a cell and then you have to use certain objects to then get yourself out of that.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of the first one. I'd never played the second one, which I think is a shame because I hear that they're just supposed to be amazing and millions of people love those games.
I enjoy the Portal games, especially doing 2-player. It's quite fun.
But obviously, yeah, you need to know sort of the logic of Portal.
Yeah, so I don't really know much of the logic, but
there's this woman in this basically in this sort of prison cell. She's got this like barcode on the back of her neck.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's sort of like Hitman vibes.
I was going to say that she gives me Hitman vibes.
Hitman vibes for sure. I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to be a part of Portal. I imagine so, although I think it's first person, isn't it? So you don't see the player character.
Yeah.
This woman in this cell, she's in great shape, because she's just working out constantly.
Yeah, always workout montage.
And there's a full workout montage in this. And, yeah, like, I was sort of wishing that although there was this cool, like, drum and piano heavy, like, beat playing the whole way through she was working out, I was begging for the Rocky IV montage workout music, man.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
You know, that would be amazing.
That would have been better.
Yeah. But it probably would have ruined the film
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
So, yeah. Probably a good idea that that's not there. I don't know what happens then, man. So she's in a prison cell and she's looking at like all these lines on the wall.
Yeah, she's like, as she's working out, she like looks at these lines on the wall, and then she's like, has like a brainstorm.
Yeah.
And then she gets up, moves her bed over to the wall, but then she puts it to the left, so from where you're facing the camera, she puts it to the left side of the symbols, and then pulls a random brick, random slab off the wall, and then
it's so weird.
It reveals a portal gun.
She just randomly looks at a piece of wall, rips it off, and the portal gun is behind it.
Yeah.
In case you don't know what the portal gun is for
non-portal players.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine most people sort of in our group, our age do. But for everyone else, it's basically a big, sort of chunky, weird-looking rifle.
White rifle.
And when you shoot it, it produces a orange ring, which is almost like looks like a mirror on a wall, a big round mirror on a wall. And when you then shoot it again, it produces another ring, a blue one. And when you've got those two rings, you can then basically step through one.
And then you come out the other.
And come out the other one, no matter where you place them.
Yeah.
So that's basically it's what the whole game is based around. It's the main mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
And you do like puzzles using these portals, throwing objects through them and whatnot. So, yeah, she finds this portal gun and basically, like, busts out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all these, like, SWAT guys are coming in. Maybe she's used it before. She's, like, mastered it. She's kicking ass with this portal gun. Yeah, like, there's some really good CGI in this, but there's also some bad CGI in this.
Oh, yeah.
At times, the portal gun looked really good, you know, with like flaming, sort of weird CG at the end of the rifle, and then other times it looked like a basically they just glued around a BB gun.
Yeah.
And there was no effects on the rifle.
It had some dodgy wiring around it.
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. But you know, it's a short film, so it doesn't have
dodgy loose fin cabling.
Yeah, it doesn't have a massive budget.
No.
There's a pretty cool scene which is also kind of weird where she's on the edge of a building and there is guards all around her.
The guards are about to come up behind her.
Yeah.
And as soon as she jumps off, she looks at the edge and then she turns around, jumps off backwards, but then shoots a portal on the edge below the guards, below that roof she just jumped off of, and then shoots one at the floor, and then she goes through the one at the floor and gets launched to the building across. And one thing that doesn't make sense is, how did she survive?
Yeah, like
that was a good launch.
She falls basically off a skyscraper
and then lands
through a portal.
Even if it was a tall enough, not that tall a building, really, you're still going faster.
Yeah, like the amount of speed going through and then to be projected immediately
forward.
Yeah, forward. And
she's going fast.
She's wearing like a tank top.
Yeah, she's wearing a tank top.
She lands. She does a little roll. She gets up. She's fine.
No scratch, nothing.
No scratch. We were just
she a robot?
God damn, she would have been skidding down that.
Yeah.
On that gravel roof, you know, whatever's on that roof.
Oh yeah, that would have hurt.
Yeah, definitely.
If she not have broken a bone from the speed she entered.
She still got the gun as well at this point.
Yeah, didn't break or nothing.
And so she then is sort of jumping across rooftops using the portal to do like really cool sort of attacks and like, you know, kills on these guards that are chasing her. She is going rooftop to rooftop. She gets to this one point and she like
puts a hand onto it.
Yeah, full Truman Show style. Hits a wall, and it's basically like a digital big screen.
So she basically, like the title implies, no escape.
Yeah, there's no escape. I literally wrote no escape because she gets to it. It's a wall, and she starts like banging on it. The camera then just follows through the wall as if you were moving with her,
phases through the wall.
But she's still stuck there, and you see that it's essentially like a training room or a simulation room inside a much bigger
room,
bigger building, bigger room.
Because it's got like the portal boxes.
Yeah.
In the other room.
Yeah, I did. So I thought I recognised that.
Yeah, because obviously the boxes that you place on the switches, the buttons.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shows that she really is trapped in there. You know, she's just done all this, and
she's fucked.
There is no escape for her.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a simulation.
Yep. Simulation inside a simulation.
Now,
inside a simulation.
Yeah, man.
Pretty much. Like,
now,
it's just weird.
Not a big fan of Portal. Otherwise, I would have played the games. You chose this film. I said, you said
because I like Portal.
Yeah. Well, I sort of, it's one I probably wouldn't have clicked on.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I watched it because it had some redeeming
potential.
Yeah, it had some good things in it. Like, I didn't love it, but that doesn't mean I don't think it's good. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's well made. It's definitely a fan thing for the game.
Yeah.
And like I said, I feel like you have to somewhat be into the game to like this. You know, it definitely relies on people knowing the game.
Yeah.
So I would give it a 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like I want to say 5, but no, it's a 6. 6 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
T-Lad.
I would be exactly the same.
Yeah.
6 again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Nice.
It's not. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst.
Yeah. Some cool
it's
action.
Just a simple concept, Portal, but with a twist of her trying to escape. But obviously, she's a prisoner.
Yeah. Cool. Cool design. Well acted.
Some okay CG.
Some okay, some bad. Yeah. It's all right. It's good. You should definitely check it out. Like we said, we will put the links in the description so you can all check them out.
Yep.
And that's basically all the films we watched this week, man. We've come to the end of all of them.
It's been a good selection.
I think this has probably been the best pick so far.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed this one a lot. Well, obviously I enjoyed the rest, but this one I really enjoyed because it's a diverse choice.
Yeah. It had the gunfighter in it, man, didn't it? That was just the best one.
Made it.
That was just
the best
great.
One.
So I would say now, what's your favourite one of them? But yeah,
gunfighter.
It's got to be
100%.
It's got to be. If I had to recommend just one of them for you to watch, check out the gunfighter.
Absolutely.
And with that, I think we've come to the end of another episode of Dude What Podcast.
Absolutely, man.
It's been really great that you've listened through. If sometimes it sounds a little jumpy, maybe like halfway through this, we did have a couple of little technical issues. So, but yeah, you can, as we said loads of times, you can check us out, dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com, on podcast @dudewhatpodcast. Send us a SpeakPipe message, speakpipe.com/dudewhatpodcast. YouTube, send us a comment, subscribe, although
like the videos.
I think I'm probably late again on putting the videos up, but when they come up, drop them a like.
It's alright, because then if people prefer the YouTube videos, they'll enjoy the wait. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, it will be worth it.
Yeah.
We really hope you enjoy our format.
Yeah. I
mean, I know it's not like a lot of other podcasts, although it sort of is in ways.
We're still learning.
Yeah,
still trying.
Definitely. And at the end of the day, I think we're ultimately doing this because we just want to do it.
Yeah, it's just something that's cool, interesting to do.
We enjoy hanging out and doing this, so I think that's it, dude.
It's been another successful one.
It has. I've been Harry Dowling.
And I've been Tomo.
This has been Dude What Podcast.
Dude what?
We hope you enjoyed this episode. You can visit our Instagram account at Dude What Podcast. That's DUDEWUT Podcast. And you can also email us at dudewhatpodcast@gmail.com. That's DUDEWUT Podcast@gmail.com. See you next time. Dude, what?